Now story begins, with a street light on the roadside. A woman is walking alone, and she suddenly feels heat in the back, and at the same time, a foot with red color comes in the picture, and she turn around sees a fire monster that tried to attacking her, and she is shocked and scared and she tried to scream. Before that happening, the fire monster pounds on her, and killed her. After in the morning, reporter are saying in TV, for the past few days this city has been hunted by a few supernatural events. Yesterday night a woman was attacked while on the way home from work. At the same time a little kid comes in the picture, with smile on her face, looks beautiful and cute, and someone calls her name, Luo Xiao Yu, and grabs her like a little mouse, and told her that, I give up on you, you won't even leave the medicine alone, are you really that hungry? And she, act like little kid, pouting, and she turns around, and told him that, I'll just have one drink, just one drink. Luo Shu told her no, with exhausted face. He says, quickly come and apologize to Auntie Lin, but she won't listen, and tells him that I am so hungry, that I can't move, and he shakes and thinks in his mind that this girl is unbelievable, and coughed 2 times, and asks her, are you really that hungry, don't we still have carrots? And he takes a bunch of carrots who knows where, and told her that. The people from Zhonghu describe this as a plant ginseng. Also it's really nutritious for kids like you, but Luo Xiao feels sick just by seeing them. And Luo Xiao asks, so that's why you look like a dried carrot? I don't want to be like that. Because of what Luo Xiao said, Luo Shu feels like a busted balloon, and Luo Shu asks her, then what do you want? And she happily tells him, I want to eat instant noodles. Normally we can't afford to eat it, but we can eat it during the new year, right? And Luo Shu asks her, oh you want to eat instant noodles, with happy face, and Luo Xiao tells him that, with smile on her face, just this once, just for a taste. Luo Shu tells her with serious face, your dreams are too big, making Luo Xiao mad. And she told him with angry face that, Luo Shu, it's fine if you don't get me instant noodles, and then she calls the necklace, that Luo Shu wearing, a walnut, and, she asks him to crack it for her in exchange for noodles. Luo Shu gets annoyed, and told her how many times have I told you it's not a walnut, I've been wearing it since I entered the orphanage, so no, and Luo Xiao, is angry and, scream at him, and told him that, Luo Shu, you have changed. We can't do this, and do that. You tells me every time, in frustration. Luo Xiao bites the hand of Luo Shu, and Luo Shu, in blank face asks her, are you for real? With panic expression, Luo Shu tells her that let go first, then I'll buy for you alright, and try to shake her up, and she let goes of him with excited face, and she tells him that since you will buy it, I want to braised beef flavor with a joy face, but Luo Shu doesn't know what to say, and stands there speechless, and he feels like he got scammed in his mind, and scene shifts to cold weather is outside, and warmth food in kitchen. There are 2 bowls of fried chicken balls. Those bowls of chicken fried balls made and given by next door, Auntie Lin, and Auntie Lin tells Luo Xiao that, Luo Xiao I have almost finished deep frying. Let's wait for your brother to come home, so we can eat together, and Luo Xiao tells to Auntie Lin, exactly, half the portion for one person, and Luo Xiao waits for Luo Shu and talks to herself, that it's fine, looking at the sky getting dark I will give you an extra, and it's so cold outside I'll give you another one. With caring face and blushes, and murmurs to herself with low voice that, Luo Shu we get to eat meat for once I'll be merciful and give you another one with happy face, and feels proud for what she did for Luo Shu, I'm nice, but no more than 3, and Luo Xiao laughs to herself. Luo Xiao suddenly growls at Luo Shu for what happened in the morning, after quite some time has passed but Luo Shu not came home, and Luo Xiao sits at the window and looks at the sky and waiting with longing face, why isn't Luo Shu here yet? It won't be nice if it gets cold, and scene shifts, in the sky fireworks are raining and Luo Shu take a pic and sends to Luo Xiao, and talking to himself it's going to be a new year soon, but hopefully next, while thinking to himself, a message comes to Luo Shu phone. Luo Xiao asks did you buy it in message, and Luo Shu feel that I can gift to Luo Xiao a real firework in next year, and suddenly a light comes, and Luo Shu sees what it is and shocked to find a truck coming at him, and bang! Driver directly dashes at him, and Luo Shu sent flying. And he thinks to himself, I hadn't done the things that I promised to Luo Xiao, but I'm already, and thinks about Luo Xiao and murmurs, am I going to die? And the necklace Luo Shu wearing suddenly cracks open and a flash of light comes to Luo Shu's body, and Luo Shu mobile cracks and drops in his side, and Luo Shu hears nothing other than fireworks sound, and at same time a message from Luo Xiao comes to Luo Shu phone, that Luo Xiao liked the pic sent before by the Luo Shu and, Luo Xiao asks that did you buy my instant noodles before you went to see the fireworks, remember, it's braised beef don't buy the wrong one, in meantime Luo Shu lose a lot of blood. And Luo Shu thinks to himself, I am Luo Shu, this story's male main character. My story has not yet begun, but at the new year like this, I'll die, and the truck driver stops with sudden brake. Truck driver says, "What rotten luck," and opens the door, and comes out it with fear in his face, and says at the new year like this, "Don't tell me someone died." At the same time Luo Shu hand moving, and Luo Shu asks to truck driver, with blood all over in his face, and looks like someone who got into accident. Oh wait, he got into accident right, and talks to that driver. At same time truck driver feels scared, and Luo Shu tells him that you are in big trouble, while some unknown golden light comes from him healing Luo Shu.
Driver freaks out and called him Ghost, and Luo Shu tried to stop him and told him you should only run after you compensate me. But driver runs away with fear. Luo Shu looks at his hand and thinks, why didn't I die? Also I couldn't feel pain. And Luo Shu comes home by walking, and knock the door. Luo Xiao, who don't know what happened, tells to Luo Shu, "Auntie Lin, give us some meatballs," and she then sees his face and shocked, and stare at him with sweat dropping on her face. He looks at her, and then she asked, "What happened to you?" and Luo Shu sarcastically tells her, "I rammed into a car. The person is fine, but the vehicle isn't," and she stays silent for a movement, and she asks, "So, is this blood from the car? Is the car big? Can we afford to pay them?" with sarcastically questions, and he simply told her, "I have paid them back using the money that I had prepared for you to go the festival with," and she tells him, "You think I am a kid?" Luo Shu told her, "I was joking, with the car crash, I was just helping," and he tells her that, "I am going to take a shower," and walks away, while he's taking a shower, and looks at a mirror and thinks, there doesn't seem to be any difference, and he looks down and sees a mark in his hand that looked like a tree. Suddenly a bright blue color system comes into his view, and he thinks, I know it wouldn't be that easy. Don't tell me, it's like in the news, I've awakened with a superpower. He tried to touch the shop option, and sees a star fruit 1000, balance 697, suddenly the balance increased to 701, and he thinks God is kind and given me a superpower that automatically generates money. I better use this chance to earn enough money for Luo Xiao school fees, and grocery money for the rest of our life. He tried to check the income log, and system shows the negative emotions points that he collected. Income from Zhongdong negative emotions points 497. Income from Zhongjian's negative emotion 10. Income from Zhongjian's negative emotions 10. Income from Zhongjian's negative emotions 5. Income from Zhongjian's negative emotions 10. Income from Zhongjian's negative emotions 5. He asks, what is this? Negative emotion points. Where is the RMB? Where is the money? He thought, isn't Zhongdong Lai the convenience shop's owner? Maybe Zhongjian is the truck driver. He tries to check if Luo Xiao also has negative emotion points. He tells her, also remember to cook the noodles yourself. Remember to cook one for me too. She tells him, Luo Shu, you changed. And system shows income from Luo Xiao negative emotions 116 1 by 1. By terrorizing, taunting, can become income from negative emotions points. Then can this negative emotion points be withdrawn? And system shows the balance 867. And Luo Shu shout to system to withdraw. Asks to give me the money. Money with excitement. But obviously nothing happens, and he turned into Stickman. Looks like the negative emotion points can only be used within the system. He thought, let's take a look at the lottery center. And system shows 100 points per lottery draw, and he thinks, my own lottery system should be giving me some good stuff, right? Come, let me see what kind of a treasure you have, system. And he'll spin the lottery, and system show a message. Ding, thanks for participating. Luo Shu coughs some blood, and curse at system. Damn it, what do you mean thanks for participating? My own lottery system couldn't be that bad, can it? And Luo Shu tries to spin again, and system shows the same message. Thanks for participating, for constructively 5 times. He thought to himself, is my luck that bad? I won't believe this, and smack the system, and system shows a fruit. Remolding fruit has been added into the inventory. Items in the inventory can be withdrawn at any time at will. He asks to withdraw, and sees, I don't think this would kill me, and eats the fruit. Suddenly he feels hot inside, and smoke comes out of his body. After some time passes, Luo Shu wakes up and thinks, does remolding mean it would remold my body in meridians? He looks at the mirror and thinks, looks like negative emotion points aren't as bad as RMB, and Luo Xiao shouts at him, Luo Shu, the noodles are going to get cold. Are you done? System shows the message. Income from Luo Xiaoyu. Negative emotions 99. He thinks, the little girl can't wait for it anymore. I'll take a look at it next time. He tells her, coming. Luo Shu sees the food in the table and comments her, not bad Luo Xiaoyu, and she tells him that, no, your cooking skills is still better. It had always been you cooking the instant noodles. Luo Shu tells her, no problem. You can cook next time. And system notification shows, income from Luo Xiaoyu negative emotions points 299. He thinks because of this little girl I had a good harvest, but I can't keep bullying her. He sees outside the window, and tell her that, let's finish the noodles. Want to build a snowman after this? And she tells him, if you go back on your word, you will buy me 2 sticks of tang hulu at the temple festival tomorrow. He tells her with bored expression, okay, but between you and me, don't ask me if snowman you made is pretty. Luo Xiaoyu gets mad and tells him that you are not allowed to say it's not pretty. And they both came out the house and build snowman. And Luo Xiao asks, don't you feel the 2 snowmen are like us? He contemplates in his mind and asks her, Luo Xiao, why don't you first tell me what you want to do when you grow up? And she thinks and tells him, I want to make tanghulas. She asks why. He tells her with relief expression, luckily you don't want to be any artist or sculptor. She gets mad and shouts at him, Luo Shu. And they both quarrel like that. In the backside of Luo Shu house, there is a fire sparks on the sky, and suddenly, a fireball comes at Luo Shu house, and then unknown person steps in. Then he single-handedly shatters the fireball, and that person looks serious, and turns around looks at the Luo Shu and his sister, while they're fighting in the snow. Then he stops running and take deep breath, looks back once again, and then he vanishes into thin air. After that, Luo Shu sees a text messages in his phone. At the same time, Luo Xiao comes, and asks him, are you flirting with a girl? You don't even care about your cute little sister. And she comes closer and sees, and asks how dare you play messages in WeChat. In the message, unknown person asks, can't sleep, who have video clips to show, and Luo Shu tells, I do, focus on the chest. And he said, I am grateful, good people are forever safe. Luo Shu sends, literally x-ray of chest photo. That guy got confused and asked, with question marks. Also Luo Shu receives, system message, income from Li Minglei negative emotion points 299. And he laughs like a maniac. She sees him, and got confused. She touches his forehead, and asks him, you aren't acting normal, are you sick because of the cold? He gets mad, and told her, go back to your room, or don't think about going to the temple festival tomorrow. And she, HMPS at him, system notifies him, income from Luo Xiao negative emotions 99. He opens the system and thinks, after few messages in WeChat, I can finally go for the lottery draw again. And he draws constructively 7, system shows 6 times thanks for participating. He asks to system, you don't even want to type in a whole sentence is just because I'm unlucky? System shows the last draw, in it comes out a golden paper, with glowing blue lights around it. In that golden paper there is a poem. He questions, what is this? System explain to me, hello, are you there? He notice another golden paper. He thinks, letters in this golden paper are different than little stars, and he suddenly realizes and sings the song, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, spread in the heavens how beautiful they are, floating beyond the borders of the mortal worlds, shining brightly like a diamonds in the night. As the sun burns out and the void becomes silent, the absence of the setting sun voids the galaxy. The night is long and the path is unfound, until the flames exhausted and the songs are sung, and then golden lights are transformer into a beam of energy, and goes into Luo Shu. He sees night sky, and suddenly the beam of energy transforming into galaxies. He thinks, the falling stars have created galaxies in him and there are 7 galaxies, and the veins in his body emits different kind of energy and spreading all over in him. He thinks, this starlight is also able to improve my power. After some time, scene becomes normal. He asks to Luo Xiao, are you asleep? She tells him, I am asleep. He asks, do you see anything fall from the ceiling just now? She says, no. Also asks him, were you singing a Twinkle Twinkle Little Star? He feels embarrassed, and tells her that never mind that then. Go to bed. Don't forget you have to wake up early tomorrow morning. She says, what? He thinks, she could still hear me even when I sang so quietly. I better avoid Luo Xiao next time or she would definitely laugh at me. Looks like only I can see the star atlas. These stars must be training techniques from the legends. And then morning comes, lanterns are hanging on the streets, and people are busy with their work. Luo Xiao asks, Luo Shu, yesterday's Twinkle Little Star song was very good. I'll reward you with 2 pieces. He says with embarrassed, I don't sang, you've misheard. He try to changes the topic. Look, there's a performer. She asks, you have changed the conversation. So obviously, Luo Shu tells her, eat a bit more, that would definitely shut you up. They sees crowd of people gathering, there is fire on the sky, and Luo Shu shocked. And Luo Xiao asks, I can't see. There is an unknown guy that's showing his awakened power, and suddenly he throws fire into sky, and the audience get excited, and Luo Shu feels a sudden vibration in his body, this feeling from my chest. He realizes, could it be that he is also an awakened? Luo Xiao calls him. He responds, yeah. She tells him, it's over, and I didn't get to see anything. Bring me to the backstage to take a look. He says, alright, and they both go to backstage. In meantime, a box flying over, and the performer before us comes in the picture, and there is a foot, and 2 unknown people wearing black glasses and black uniforms comes in, and that red hair color man throws fireball at the 2 unknown people, and the one with yellow hair is trying to defend the fire, and the bald guy is rushes at red-haired man. and the fireball got shattered, and yellow color hair guy comes with a gun and shoots at the red color guy's neck, and red color guy falls unconscious. He instructs the bald guy to take him, and suddenly Luo Xiao asks them, "Why are you taking him away?" And they both got surprised when they hear voice, and Luo Xiao tries to close her mouth with his hand, but the yellow hair guy tells them with calm face that he hasn't applied for the license to do a flaming show, which means that he violated the safety rules and regulations. We need to take him back for investigation. And Luo Shu tells them, "Safety comes first. Thank you for your hard work." With the sweat dropping on his face, he thinks to himself, "Do you think that I'm a 3-year-old? No one from a real authority would knock people out and just take them away like that." He tells that, "We'll leave you to your business, bye," and both look at them. Then yellow hair guy asks, "Is there a problem?" And bald guy tells him, "I sense no energy wave." He told him, "Let's take him back ASAP." Bald guy says, "Okay," and Luo Xiao asks, "Luo Shu, where are those people in black coming from? Why do they get to arrest others? I wonder if that awakener will be taken to some weird lab." Luo Shu thinks, "Luckily, they don't find anything wrong with me. I am only a newbie. I needed to be extra careful on, not to be exposed easily in the future." She asks to Luo Shu, "Do you think that those people are not like us?" He tells her, "I suppose." He asks her, "In your opinion, what do we do if there are a lot of people getting more powerful than us in the world?" She tells him we should try to become more powerful than them, of course, with obvious expression, and he smiles at her, and tells, "That's a good point," and unknowingly to them, there is a man watching. He asks a person in phone, where they just let the witness go this time, and Luo Xiao tells to Luo Shu, "Don't worry, I'll protect you in the future." And that suspicious white hair guy comes and try to make conversation. He calls, "Hello, hi, my name is Ji Wei, I am very glad to meet you." And Luo Shu asks, "How glad?" He turns speechless and don't know what to say, and Luo Shu repeats again, "How glad?" Ji Wei stutters, "Well, very glad, I guess." And Luo Shu walks away. Ji Wei thinks, "Why this dude never follows the rules." He once again tries to talk to them and asks, "Did you just come from backstage? Can you tell me what happened in there?" And they're left him without listening to him. Ji Wei shouts, "I am not a bad guy," and they both come to home. Luo Shu contemplates about Ji Wei. Is he also someone here to investigate the supernatural event? Who on earth is he? Who are investigating those things? Anyway, I'll need it to be careful in every aspect. He checks the phone and thinks, will there be any news about the temple fire on internet? And there are a bunch of people posting photos. Luo Shu clicks the photo and sees, those people in black have been waiting there. Apparently they were targeting at that performer. Luo Xiao asks, "Is your friends forget to invite you to the classmate gathering again?" He tells her, "I don't have the spare money to split the bills, so it's reasonable that they don't invite me." She tells him, "Poor Luo Shu. I am the only one who's kind enough to play with you." He hurriedly tells her, "You need to go to bed now." She humph and tells him, "It will be easy for you to lose your only friend." Luo Shu checks his phone and sees his classmates chatting in the group. One guy saying the school will be start in few days. "How I wish that holidays can be prolonged." And another guy says, "You can have extra holidays in your dreams, but let me wake you up with the text papers." And another guy says, "Let's hope that school days will end soon, so that we won't be exhausted like dogs." And Luo Shu sends a message, "Well, in fact, dogs are not that exhausted," and system collects the negative emotions from them. He thinks to himself, "Oh my dear classmates, you are too generous," and system shows negative emotion from Ji Wei, +1 continuously. Luo Shu thinks, Ji Wei, that person is so stingy. Ji Wei thinks, why do I feel very sudden chill? And there is a grandpa with white hair. He asks Ji Wei, "I thought those rats out there are ready to make trouble. Why are they so quiet recently?" Ji Wei tells him, "Because Niting is out there," showing him a photo that a person splitting the mountain with sword slash. Our video ends here. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.